Hi everybody, this is Edgar Espinoza from TaxDome. I'm here with one of our great customers, Corey. We're at the NAEA Tax Summit here in Salt Lake City. We'll do a quick interview with Corey here, one of our great customers. Corey, how do you feel about this event?
Great, it's been good. It's been a wonderful event, very informative and supportive.
Awesome, that's awesome. Hey, we want to talk to you about something about your TaxDome experience.
Yeah.
And we're very interested in learning from you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So I own I'm a managing partner at a firm, a virtual firm that supports online entrepreneurs with bookkeeping, tax prep, and tax planning. And we are 15 years, going on 15 years in business.
Wow.
And have been through many different iterations of software. So yeah.
That's awesome. How large is your team?
We have 15 team members all over the country. We're completely virtual. So we are, 15.
How large is the active roster of clients you guys have at the moment?
We have 200 and something-ish clients, somewhere around there. Yeah.
What are the kinds of services you guys offer to people?
We're offering bookkeeping, primarily bookkeeping services, tax preparation, and tax planning for our clients.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I wanted to ask you specifically about your evaluation process.
Yeah.
Before you decided to go with TaxDome. Tell us a little bit about the background. What made you look for software, and what in the end made you decide to go for TaxDome?
I think so we've been through many different softwares. Most recently, we're working in TaxCaddy, and when we set up TaxCaddy, we thought there's a lot of things about it that seemed really interesting and compelling. But the more I got into setting that up and going through it, I realized this is not for me. And I think what I really missed is sort of the automation component. I thought TaxCaddy was going to really help me automate my workflows and make this job easier, specifically make the preparation process easier for us. But when I got in, I realized that was not the case. So we, much to my team's dismay, made the switch to TaxDome. They were not exactly thrilled about it because we had just switched to TaxCaddy. But I realized the potential of TaxDome when I was actually watching a YouTube video. I was telling you last night, I was watching a YouTube video and I come across this guy who was just talking about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need, specifically workflow automation and not having to really think much about where the clients are at any given point and just rely on the system to help move them along so that during prep season, I'm not having to think about did this client get a reminder to do the thing? Is this thing happening? Is my team doing what they need to be doing? It's all there. It's so easy to see and follow the client's journey from beginning to end of prep.
That's a great thing to say. Now, I wanted to talk to you about we know there's a learning curve, whenever you adopt a new system.
Yeah.
And you said your team was not particularly thrilled about, switching softwares too recently. So my question to you is, how do they feel now about TaxDome now that they've been using it for a while?
Yes.
How has it changed things for them? How do you feel about it?
So I think part of my job is to look for opportunity and translate that opportunity to the rest of the teams for them to basically better understand where we need to go, and that's really a challenging component of being a business owner is getting people on board to adopt something new or change a process. There's a lot of resistance there, and I was met with that. But now that we've been in TaxDome for 2 years, I don't think a single person on my team that's using the software would disagree with me in saying that it's 100% worth it. So there was a learning curve. There always is with new software, but now that we're sort of over that hurdle and past it, I have zero regrets, and the rest of my team has zero regrets. So I think they can now focus more on the work that they actually need to be doing rather than chasing clients for documents, following up, letting that automation, letting all the workflow and the pipelines do their work for us so that we can do what we're really best at, and that's serving the client and making sure we're producing quality work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In that same respect, there's an aspect of your clients having to adopt a new system as well, having to learn it, and you guys having to promote it with your clients.
Yes.
How's that process for you?
Honestly, it was relatively easy because we had been in TaxCaddy previously, like I said, and so it was just a new portal. And clients don't like that either. Kind of similar to my employees. It's like, oh gosh, another system. But we're a completely virtual company, like I said earlier. So our clients kind of expect to work in a virtual environment, and there was definitely a migration period, but it was relatively seamless. It felt really easy for us. We handled a lot of the back end for our clients, migrating all their files back over to the new system, and it's pretty intuitive. The app is amazing. The clients love it now. There was, again, a little bit of a hurdle, but now that we're in it with them, I think they see the value too.
What would you say to firms that are still kind of considering using a portal, but they fear their clients won't use it?
I think that there's always going to be the clients who are resistant, and I like to think about things in terms of the 80% of like 80% versus the 20%. So yeah, 20% of your clients are going to be like, I don't want to switch, or I don't want something new, I don't like change, but you know, as a business owner, I mean, I'm talking to the clients or your customers, that you have to just make those tough choices and trust that you're going to help that client see that it's worth it, and just help push them through.
That's great.
And frankly, the clients that don't want to move with you over to new programs and support your growth in your business, maybe worth considering firing some clients. Just being honest.
Yeah, no, awesome. Hey, the last thing I wanted to ask you is, what do you think is the most significant thing that TaxDome has done for your practice, your growth?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things, but there's actually two, if I can mention two.
Yeah, sure.
Number one is again, going back to automations and workflow, allowing, like, designing our workflows and our automations to do what we want them to do at specific intervals with certain conditions and tags, so that we don't have to like necessarily think about the clients. And really, we're interacting them with the clients when we need to, just to help them move them along when they need that human touch. Otherwise, not having to like interact with them on silly little things is game changing. So that's number one. Number two, and this is coming online right now with Juno. I'm really excited, and we haven't really used it that much, but I know it's a huge opportunity to, again, lift up the workload and make it easiger for us to deliver client value and client satisfaction, rather than focusing on, is my W-2 entered right? Exactly. Like, we don't have to, this W-2 here that I got transferred into my tax program. Well, now that's going to be automated, which is amazing. And so, like, the fear of, did I check that box on the W-2? Did I enter the data right? Did I transpose? Was I dyslexic? That's kind of out the window now. So I'm excited for Juno to come online. I see the potential, and I'm like, TaxDome is so on it. They're so on top of their game, and like they're like pioneering the automation workflow world, and it's great.
I love that. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Edgar.
Thank you.